People who got bullied their whole life, how are you now? Social awkwardness and poor self-esteem. Edit. Damn, this blew up, huh? Thanks for all the awards and uplifting comments. It's quite comforting to know I'm not the only one. It's been 10 plus years now since I've last been bullied, and I'm slowly working on myself. Having close friends and family helps a lot. I still have trouble being in social environments and always second questioning if I'm ever enough. Like some have also said, I always fear that I'm getting laughed at, or just judged, but I'm slowly getting better. I hope everyone here is also able to get better, cause you're all special and amazing people. Love you all. Part of the free goodie bag for many of us. It's a lot to undo, isn't it? Eye contact is also a massive challenge for me, but with practice I'm hoping to improve it and then maybe unlock another achievement or two in the process. I'm definitely wary of anyone who gives me a compliment because I feel like they're just joking or setting me up for an insult. Filled with suppressed rage. Harder than it sounds and sucks as a general advice, but I'm going to say it anyway. Find a way to channel that anger. Broadly. Some people enjoy working out. Some video games. Others reading. Woodworking. Do what can help you smile or just zone out so you don't focus on your anger. It can and will tear down your body. It can get better. And I wish you well on doing so for yourself. Makes sense. Completely justified. It made me more accepting of the differences in others but still insecure about my own. I know the feeling. Me too. I can totally relate. I feel like I often have to hold back my true self at times because some people get offended at my flamboyant personality and my expressions of it. I even had to change my username because of how many homophobic incidents I've experienced here on Reddit. It's pretty ridiculous that I have to pretend I'm a burly straight man just so people will stop being mean to me. Not to pat myself on the back, but everyone says I'm a really nice person. I know why. It's because I don't want anyone to feel what I felt. All throughout every school year, from kindergarten to senior year, like I just wanted to run away from everyone and everything. I know the real reason why I'm nice. Most people don't. They just assume I've always been that way, because they didn't know me in school. I don't interact with anyone that I went to school with. None of them. They are all out of my life. You know, I was bullied and people tell me the same thing, and I agree that a lot of it is knowing how horrible it feels when people are cruel to you. And the absolute feeling of gratitude and relief when someone shows the smallest bit of kindness. You always have such a great energy. Thanks. It's from the trauma Mayo. Insecure. Mostly. You are perfect and anyone will be lucky to have your company. Got bullied till last year. Due to the lockdown I've been finally able to grow a bit and to kinda find friends. Well, now 1 year without being bullied I have a girlfriend and few close friends. And I am glad. Very glad. And thankful. I'm very much happy for you, my dear brother. Lockdown does have some good side effects. Still trying to stop bullying myself. Hope you get better. Hey, pick on someone your own size. Bully the president, that's more like it. Depressed and suicidal. I've become my own bully after finishing school so I could keep the tradition alive. I'm sorry for everyone who wronged you. You deserve better. Why bully yourself when someone else can bully you with care, affection and empathy? So anytime you wanna get bullied just hit me up. Unhealthy coping mechanisms. Distrustful of people in general. I can be triggered pretty easily. It's taken a lot of work not to be so reactionary to certain things. I come across as pretty cold sometimes. I'm really not. You just learn very quickly to never show weakness or tears when you're bullied, so it makes for a pretty freaky adult. I'd say I'm okay for the most part. I came out far better than a lot of other people in my situation, and things did get better when I left school, and thankfully I've never run into my bullies as an adult. I ran into one at a bar once. The friend I was with went over to talk to him. They used to work together. But despite his urging that I come to and say hello, I just sat there all alone for like 20 minutes. Oh man. My mom used to patronize the frick out of me if I showed weakness. Cried. This brought back some awful repressed memories and now I just want to die. Or are you gonna cry now? Insert sarcastically sad face, and she wonders why I don't call her but once every few months. I'm alive. Most of them are not. I won. The amazing thing is you actually might have killed a bunch of people and just admitted it. We shall never know. But you are a legend. Are they like died of old age or like succumbed to unfavorable circumstances and passed away. Or, bullied as a kid, started lifting, realized I was so much more than what I was made to believe. Probably smarter and definitely better looking than bullies as of 2021. Happy as frick. Same here. The attention you start to get is scary and out of the ordinary, and for me, when my ex-bullies see me, they are extra nice to me. Good thing I'm the bigger person both mentally and physically. I believe you are worried more than what those bullies made you to believe. Now let's go to the gym, my friend. I've got this peanut butter and chocolate protein shake which is to die for. Smarter. Check. Well done friend, took matters into your own hands and beat it. Inspirational. It caused my depression, social anxiety and probably a host of other mental issues. I plan on finally getting therapy next year. Not doing so well at the moment. It's the same for me. I hope you can get help soon and feel better with yourself and others. Depressed. LOL. Same. I now call myself the same names and say the same things to myself. Hello brother. I'll be here if you want somebody to talk to. Very self-conscious and hypersensitive to criticism. Constantly seeking approval. I generally despise social pecking orders and status hierarchies, while secretly wanting to be at the top of them. Sexually promiscuous as a means to receive validation. Holy frick. Are you me? You just described me down to a T. Life kinda sucks but it also kinda don't. I decided to hate people and be alone. Pretty much. I am somewhat of a misanthrope, but I am kind to people who want me around. Having been a loner for 12 years after hardcore murderous bullying and divorce, I have picked up some hobbies. Thing is, no one stops me from doing these hobbies, so I go far into them. Like this week I went bouldering in an indoor gym, then went freediving where I almost was Stevie-wined by a stingray that exploded out from the bottom underneath me, then almost headbutted a shark. Later, as I was trying to get these shy fish to accept me into their school, an even more massive stingray 2-3 times my size snuck up behind me, almost bumping into me. Was hoping to go surfing today, but it looks like the predictions are going to be wrong. Whatever. I need to go backpacking sometime this weekend and fix the motorcycle. Been bullied throughout life. Trying to become financially independent, so I don't have to give a frick about anyone. I've thought about suicide every single day for nearly 15 years. My life simply isn't worth living. What has kept you going through all these years? Something stronger inside yourself has told you it's been worth this much? Take a breath and know that nobody can take that from you. Now take another. Keep going. Sometimes I try and figure out what's wrong. Surely if people didn't like me for some reason I could change, but then I try to love myself more, be more assertive and confident. Then that comes off as cocky and aggressive. Sometimes I think my friends secretly hate me, but I try to be chill in social situations and pretend like I'm not ridiculously conscious all the time. Honestly, I'm just getting by and fighting any of these shooty thoughts, but at the same time I do miss feeling genuinely liked without worrying about someone talking shit about me or making fun of my personality and interests. It sucks when it comes from your family too. Feeling like you never fit in anywhere, or people leaving you all the time really fricks with my mental health, and it hasn't been very good recently. Do you have someone to talk to about this? I had a really rough summer and it helped me to write what I was feeling. After I knew what I felt, I could address it by talking to my friends and family. In my case they were very nice and helped me understand what they thought and felt, so that I wouldn't be lost in my own maddening thoughts. Do they secretly hate me? But she said that, so that must mean she feels this way. Or maybe that's not the case. Maybe this advice doesn't suit the situation you're in. But I know you can make it regardless. Much love and kindness. A weirdo on the internet. Thick-skinned loner with trust issues. Have had a major depressive period that made me fail my university education. I have no friends and no romantic partner. Basically I am 26 and working a minimum wage job while still living with my parents. If it helps at all, a great majority of your peer group is in the same boat even if they weren't bullied. I mean, it's because the system is broken and we're all screwed. But you know, solidarity. Same here. Bullied as a kid. Have had anxiety and self-esteem issues since then. Now I'm 26. Dropped out of university and living with my parents. It sadly happens to more of us than we think. My school bully has actually just been hired at my place of work. At first I was mortified and sick to the pit of my stomach. Turns out the man is a shell of his former self. Seems like he had some mental breakdown issues. He would be so easy to bully right now and extract my revenge. But I am not that kind of person. I hope he gets better and is hopefully a nicer human being. Likely he hit a reality wall when he got into the workplace and wasn't able to keep using bullying to buoy up his self-esteem, so it crashed. The only ones who are able to keep bulking outside of high school tend to either have put on a uniform or be the benefit of some serious nepotism. I'm 26 now. People who used to bully me 10 plus years ago will still call me by certain nicknames if I cross paths with them, faced with tears of joy. Same here, my friend told me a great thing to say to them. Oh look, it's my biggest fan. Works every time. There are some people we know who are just giant ducks for their entire lives. That's why I refuse to speak with any of them. Suicidal and abused. I'm sorry for you. Try reaching out for help as much as you can. There is always someone who can help. Hello brother. I'll be here if you want somebody to talk to. I'm dealing with the fear of people and I'd like to think I'm slowly getting better. I don't like sharing my thoughts with therapists or anything. I'm just working it out myself. It's taken me 10 years, but I've finally gotten comfortable enough to make eye contact with people for a very limited amount of time. Let's just say that I have developed a very long patience and temper. I can relate to this. My patience and temper have helped me get through many situations as an adult that many people can't handle. On the other hand, I don't express any emotions that are considered normal human behavior. For example, I didn't feel excited when I got my first job. Didn't feel excited about losing my virginity. Didn't cry when a family member died, and when good miraculous things happen generally. I just don't react. They just happen. I acknowledge them and move on. That's the one thing the bullies took from me. My expressions, but my sense of dark humor is on point. Win-win, I guess. Feels bad and somewhat jealous of the people who did it to me. 'Cause most of them get away with it and lose nothing. My confidence takes a massive shot to the balls. Freaking high school pricks.